Hey, Katie here, and this week I wanted to share with you something that I actually produced last year, and I know that some of you will have this and many of you will not, and I even know that for some of you that may already have this, there may be other parents and students around you that would really benefit from it. So I know that there are so many students, schools, states, regions that are either in lockdown right now or going in or out of them from time to time. And I realize that I have a resource that will be super helpful to so many people right now, where students are having to be more independent and be able to tackle challenges with their study on top of any other challenges that they may be facing at these times. So I am making this 7-step checklist re-available. So I made this available. I literally created this last year for when schools were starting to close and everywhere, the whole world and the whole country went into lockdown just before last Easter last year. And I kept this resource out there for a little while. And since then, I've produced other resources and produced a lot more either freebies or webinars or masterclasses and Facebook groups and all of those things along the way to be able to help people in every possible way that I can. But going back through things, I realized that this is going to be super relevant for so many parents and students right at this moment. And even if you are not in lockdown or your child is not doing online learning, every concept is super relevant to them anyhow. It's just that I put them together into this easy guide, the ones that I felt were most important to helping students be cool, calm, confident, feel in control, and be able to study really effectively, independently. But really, we want that all of the time for our students, don't we? So this is the 7-step parent checklist. It's for you and your ATAR teen. Like I say, it will be absolutely applicable. I actually put this out to everyone who is in year 10 to 12 last year. And so I would absolutely still say, like I always say, all of my things are relevant for any students in year 9 to 12. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't get some value from some of these pointers if your child is in year 9 as well, without you needing to tutor, nag, or have any subject knowledge yourself, so that they come back stronger than ever. I know that this sometimes can feel like a time when it's like, we don't just want them to be treading water or getting by or surviving, which is know how it can feel for some students. I know some students love it, and this could just be used to optimize everything that they're already loving and doing about online learning. Like, there are some students that love it, some students that hate it, and some that are in between. But really, this is for you as a parent to be able to go through and just have a bit of a go-to step guide to be able to say, right, are we doing things in the best possible way? Is there more that we could be doing? Are there ways that other things could be made easier, smoother, faster, more effective, more efficient? So time management, motivation, creating ninja notes. There are so many more students that are having to make notes on things independently. Using past papers, especially if your teen is ramping up to any end of year exams or even their finals. This is honestly like a huge time to actually be able to get ahead rather than just stay afloat during home learning, online learning, alternative learning, whatever your school calls it. Identifying the most important word in every question. You may have heard me talk about that before if you've ever been to any of my webinars or had any of my guides before. So I have put that in there. I've shown it in a slightly different way, so that will most likely be super helpful. And just as a reminder as well, mastering the 2-step Essays Made Easy system. And if you've ever heard me talking about my topic and focus system, I cover that briefly in there. And then discovering and using the study success formula. Each one has its own one-pager, so it's not a massive, logbook, textbook to go through. And it literally just outlines every key point. Have it as a go-to, print it out. It looks very beautiful. And have this as your go-to to help you and your teen not just get through online learning, but optimize it and make it as efficient, as effective, and honestly, let's see if we can make it as enjoyable as possible for them. Okay, so here's where to go get it. I will put a link with this video wherever you're watching this, and I'm going to make it available again at www.gradetransformation.com/7 steps. It will be the number 7 and then steps, kind of all one word, no spaces, 7 steps. And you're really welcome to please share that link with anyone else that you think will find it helpful. And until next week, wherever you are, whatever format of learning your child is doing, let's make this a fantastic week.